Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to episode 100 and something of Neptunia Rebirth 3. I'm joined by my friend David. Say hi to the people.
And the one more here, and we're at the same episode at the same number of levels. Like, holy shit.
You know what's crazy? I'm actually considered under-leveled for this game.
Yo, BS.
I'm genuinely dead serious. This game has more freaking grinding than any of the other Neptunia games. And this is partially why this game is hated, because holy shit, the amount of grinding you have to do in this game is unreasonable. Okay, I rewatched Lost Pause's playthrough. That dude ended his series at level 300 something.
Oh my god.
What?
That's insane, just the levels.
Alright, we finished the chapter, so Nav Station's here.
Oh fuck, now it's just frozen for me again.
Good morning! Or is it the evening? It's time for today's news.
You haven't seen that? Okay, we're good now.
Today's hosts are Plutia and myself. Let's report real good, Vert. So I'm just Vert again. I give up. Let's move forward. Okay, so here's story number 1. A rodent mascot has come to Planetoon. He claims to be the best rodent mascot in all of game industry and is staying in Planetoon's Basilicom. We carried him in. He didn't come to our home himself. To catch a glimpse of this rodent, a throng of people outside of the Basilicom obviously did not gather, so the Basilicom is as quiet as ever. Mr. Rat isn't very cute at all, huh? I have no comment. Okie dokie. Next. War Goddess Online 2 is about to have an open beta. Finally. By the way, that confirms that Plutia says beta like a British person instead of beta like an American.
Oh wow.
Finally, the second incarnation of that popular online game has opened its gates to beta testing. The beta began last week, so I have unfortunately only been able to put in 100. I expect nothing but perfection. Waiting for the retail launch will be challenging for me. Oh, I see. Wait, you started last week, but you put in 150 hours? Yes, is something I miss? Well, one day is 24 hours, and there are 7 days in a week, so... Blech, I hate math. So let's move on. Here's our final headline. Yay.
How does that work?
What?
If you play for like a week, 24 hours a day, I don't see how that's possible for 150 hours.
So what you do is you just leave your system on. You forget to turn it off. Please read this. We have breaking news. I read this one now? The CPU of Leanbox's Greenheart is involved in a scandal. Pardon? What is this? I recall no such scandal. In the magazine weekly Leanbox Live, there's going to be a risque photo spread of Greenheart. Yes, that photo shoot did happen, but still. And the profile section has her 3 sizes, of course, but it also has her real age printed. What? By the way, this Greenheart is literally only 24 years old. Yipes! Yipes? What the fuck? That was a surprise. What is this atrocity? Publicly revealing a CPU's real age is truly outrageous. I cannot remain here a moment longer. Are you going home? Yes, and I must stop the presses, and I also intended to show the publisher along the way. Okay. Do your best. Can I end this now? Nod. Isty's nodding at me, so... That's all for today. Bye-bye! It's here again, the most amazing mail order shopping program ever, while at Crusher Dump. Okay, so the answer to these are always just buy them, just so you know, okay?
Okay.
So you know what, while I mash through this, would you like to tell the audience your experience with the Neptunia series?
So far I've only completed level 1 game, Mega Dimension, which is a fun game. I have played through I think 50% of Mark 2. I haven't finished it yet. Sister with a Sister, I started, still doing. Then there's Neptunia Dog Riders, which not a good game. And despite owning it, I haven't touched Game Mega Revolution yet.
Oh shit.
And I do have the rest of the series on Steam. So I have them in my library, just that with my laptop, it's kind of hard to play through them. I've been meaning to get... which one is the Southpaw? Which one's left-handed? I want to say Ram? But I legit got no clue. I'll just be a random guess.
You are correct, by the way, it is Ram.
Oh, wow.
I just wanted to see if you could get it. Because she's the opposite of Rom, and Rom is right-handed.
I just guessed it because... But then again, I can't say that because this was maybe before the Switch was a thing.
Who has the longest sideburns in their HDD? What?
I'm sorry, what?
It's blonde, by the way, just so you know. But I'm saying to myself, If you're not a nerd, how the hell would you know that?
I have no idea. Where did the gender of Anonada's heart? It's pure maiden, right?
Ah, you're correct. Dingly doo. Those were really hard.
Yeah. But except Anonada, but that was the one that I knew for sure.
How the fuck did you get that one?
The anime.
Right.
People should know by now. But we are indeed. But they announced sometime this year we'll be getting news on the next main series game after so long. It's been over. It's been over 10 years since Mega Dimension, right? I'm pretty sure it has.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah. So Miguel and I are kind of excited for that. We're both just hoping that when the game actually good, considering ever since Mega Dimension, they've been releasing lackluster spin-offs.
I will say that Sisters vs. Sisters is legitimately a good game. But other than that, no, Super Neptunia RPG I would think is better than Victory. Like, straight up.
Oh, I forgot RPG came out after Mega Dimension. Okay, I'll say that Mega RPG is a good game. So I'll give one that. But then we got Rebirth, which is just another remake of a remake.
To be fair, it is a really good remake. It's just, this is before they made the switch to the new engine, so they're still using the freaking PS3 models.
Yeah.
Just upscaled.
And then other than that, we got the Senran and Kagura crossover, which
was mid as fuck.
Yeah, it's not a. I haven't played it myself, so I can't say. But based on what people say, it could have been a lot better, which it could have. Like, I'm gonna say it right now, people. Neptunia and Senran crossover, Senran Kagura, that literally had everything for just being the number one fan service game of all time, and we didn't even get anything.
That was an issue of Sony meddling, though. That one I know for a fact that wasn't Idea Factory. That was Sony being a dick.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about with the new game. Get that we're not gonna get any fan service at all because of Sony.
Well, unless the new game is a PlayStation exclusive, I think we'll be fine. But then again, Sister vs. Sister had zero fan service, like literally zero.
Yeah. When did Sony start getting involved with censorship?
I actually don't know. Well, they've always had some of it. It's just it's gotten more.
You say that. I know that. We say that, but yet they allowed Grand Theft Auto, which literally shows boobs.
Well, Grand Theft Auto. Nobody cares about violence in America. What they care about is showing boobies. Hey, by the way, we're getting married to her.
Oh yeah. This one where apparently we get character get. But it isn't canon, right? Pretty sure it's not.
So the one in Rebirth 3. I have no fucking idea. Because the thing is, so many people say this isn't canon. And yet, this event does technically get referenced again. But then it just... But then nobody cares. So canonically, Neptune gets married and then completely ditches the fucker.
Damn. Anyway, what was I gonna say? What were we saying about censorship and Grand Theft Auto?
Well, Grand Theft Auto doesn't really get censored because they're not directly involved in Sony's third party. And also, Grand Theft Auto gets away with a lot of things simply because the studio is called Rockstar.
Fair enough. But still, I'm just worried. Look, I know the fan service isn't the main thing with Neptunia, so it wouldn't be a big deal. But still, we'll still love seeing it. What do you think? Do you think we might get any fan service or not at all?
Well, considering that, like, even Deathland Request Part 3 isn't coming out on, like, Nintendo, it might also just be... And I don't even think the issue is specifically with Sony or Nintendo at this point. I genuinely think the issue is the modern ESRB. They don't want another M-rated game.
Which is just all kinds of BS.
Well, because you gotta realize that if you regraded Rebirth 1... and Rebirth 2 and Rebirth 3, these games are M-rated by modern standards. These games, no shot, they're T-rated games.
Right.
Okay? The type of comedy they make, the type of scenes they have, the references to, like, violence, torture, like Plutia literally raped one in this game. Yeah, there's no shot this game gets a T rating in the modern day.
Right.
Gotta go to Lamebox then. Okay, like if you could convince me that the modern ESRB would allow this game to get an T rating, then we probably would, but I don't think it would. So I think they want to tone it down. Because the thing is, Neptunia is their best seller, followed by Data Life. But Data Life is known for being an M-rated series, so they're cool with that game. And Neptunia, they want more sales, and the higher your rating, the lower your sales. Obviously, there are exceptions. If you're so big like GTA, then you're gonna get sales no matter what. But a game like Neptunia doesn't really fly that way. Which is why I think Doggo Riders was like $10 in Japan. Because they were trying to say, hey, we're just trying to get sales in general.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I understand why Doggo Riders is the way it is. I don't like it, but I get it. And that's the thing. Even if I don't like something, I will make sure to understand it. In the case of Neptunia, though, like I always say this, the higher the rating of this game, the better. Because they can tell more stories about the game industry. Because the game industry wasn't sunshine and rainbows if you look at the real history. The real history of the game industry had so many issues arriving that I think if you want to do an accurate retelling of the story of the game industry with these Neptunia characters, you would need that M rating. But I don't think they're interested in doing a retelling of the game industry anymore. I think they're just using like aspects of the game industry and then using that as a template for their own unique story. Because that's the thing. I don't think they've actually cared about representing the game industry in forever. Dual art runs.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Cause like I don't remember the last time Game Industry was ever focused. Besides Mega Dimension.
And even then, that was only because of the system update, because of PS3 to PS4. Also, we just spoke to a gamer girl, Nintendo Power, and the guy who makes the music for these games.
Oh, really? Wow.
Alright. Let's see this absolute disaster unfold. Watch me not even one-hit kill these things. Okay, I did kill that thing.
You're one hit. Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing okay, but... Oh, we gotta level up, so I actually have enough time to focus on things. Now, usually these battle sections get cut out, but since you're with me, I think we can leave some of them in. Your thoughts on the Neptunia battle system?
Honestly, I do like it a lot. Like the one I know the exception of that I never played at all is the very first one, because that's way different. But I do like the rest of it, like how this basically gonna move around and get in position and such. I think it's very interesting and it's quite way to battle. In Mega Dimension, you had like a more of a grid format to make it work, so it was kind of unique, but also still had a great time. Since it was a sister, it was more real time, like a Tales of series, but it could be done better.
What are your gripes with the sister versus sisters combat? Because you say it could be done better.
Let's say dodging is kind of hard. I had some trouble with chain attacks at some point.
Oh, that's actually intentional. You're supposed to make discs to improve those.
Yeah, that's also a problem. You have to get discs to do better for basic combat stuff. I get it to want to do for advanced things, but like for that, come on, discs. Really?
I'll say this about the discs though. The discs do kind of ruin the challenge if you make the right discs. If you make the correct discs, you can literally infinite combo and infinite stunlock even the final boss.
Right.
And it is a bit ridiculous that you can stunlock the final boss of the game. Holy shit, you see, I didn't even one hit kill this guy.
What even is that thing?
A magma crab. Isn't it weird looking at these enemies now after you've seen the Neptunia 1 enemies?
Yeah.
Okay, what about like enemy art design? Like, which game do you think has the coolest ones?
First one. No, I can't even question it. It's the first one.
Would you like to elaborate for the audience who doesn't watch our original Neptunia series?
Okay, people, here's the thing. In the very first game, when we see the monster designs, and they're just vastly different from the things. Like some of them are brought over to the other game, but they just look more off. In the first game, it was more darker and more realistic with some of this one, like some crazy huge dragon one, some monstrous gargoyles. It was all insane. We don't see that anymore now. I mean, we get some interesting ones like the fire crab just now, but like this bird thing, this is something you would never see at all in the first game.
No, this bird thing would not even appear.
Yeah.
Do I even kill through that?
I have no idea.
Fu survived. Look at that. That was my special attack with stat buffed. And you were saying I'm overleveled?
Okay, my statement was wrong.
Yeah, that is a thing. For the audience who doesn't play the other games, they wouldn't know this, but Neptunia 1 is grindy.
It's not even
Not Neptunia 1. Not Neptunia 1. Neptunia 3 is grindy.
Yeah. It's a bit they can say how much you have to. Like, I think Bishop Miguel told me that he had to cut off hours of when he was doing this before. He had to cut off hours of grinding because it took forever. It took him most of the video, right?
I think dead serious. There was one recording session that went on for 7 hours, and 6 of those were just grinding. What? Are you in shock at that statement?
Yeah, basically, because like I get it was already insane to grind with that game, but that, oh my god. Was it like with the original Victory too?
Honestly, no. The original Victory has way less grinding. I don't know why they did this for Rebirth 3. Look at that. I had to use 4 characters. I had to use their ultimate skill. I had to stat buff all of them. I had to transform Neptune. And only then did I beat that thing in one cycle.
Yeah.
Look at how much SP I have left. I have none for Compa. Mina is almost gone. K is almost gone. Neptune is the only one who actually kept some SP. If it seems redundant for the people who do watch the series, you gotta realize that David does not watch this series, I think.
No.
The series is too long even for him.
Yes.
Okay, this is where we finally get to return Pishi to us. Pishi has been kidnapped for the past 20-something episodes, but we're finally getting her back.
About time.
Also, this game, I don't think... This game has an English dub, but it's like one scene every chapter, almost, with how little dub there is. So this game is... Rebirth 3 and Victory, you pretty much have to play in JP. Which is a shame, because I think that the English dub is better in Neptunia. Except for anything post Sisters vs. Sisters. Like, Sisters vs. Sisters onwards, I think the English dub took a hit. But in the case of this game, there just is barely an English dub to speak of. This is what I mean by... Like, this is why I'm saying things like, there's some cool things you can do with AI. Like, imagine if we take this game and we finish all the dialogue that they couldn't record back then. How cool would that be?
Not gonna lie, pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, they finally fixed the hand thing with AI. I'll show you an AI image and show you what I mean by the hand thing.
Well, I know AI can't do hands. So
they can now. They fixed the issue. This is an AI image.
Oh.
Don't ask me why I generated this.
Okay, first off, you did it. Was cool, and also, wow, it's really good.
Yeah.
They actually did fix the hands. Oh my god, they did.
Yeah, they finally solved the hand issue. Also, rest in peace to Mr. Bad's actor. He was so good in this game. And also, rest in peace to Plutia, the character, because your actress is too freaking expensive to continue. Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I wish Plutia was in V2 and in Sister vs. Sisters, but I know why she's not there, and it's not even a story reason. That's the one thing I don't like. when real life events affect a story in a series. It's kind of like what happened with Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, where they had to change the backstory of Iliaster because it turns out that one of the actors was in a cult and they didn't want to promote cults on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ugh. I mean, I can understand why they don't want to.
Or it's the same reason why Kikonia was chapter 1 was cut abruptly, because chapter 1 part 2 was supposed to be about a pandemic, and there was also going to be a war between Russia and Ukraine, and there was also going to be an information war. There was going to be issues with technology. There was going to be a computer chip race for worldwide. And guess what happened all in real life, by the way? Literally all of that.